Great Scott. Great Scott. Great Scott.
Hello everyone, and welcome to another fabulous episode of Great Scott. I'm Scotty V. Thanks for watching. Much like a butterfly might soar high above the ground, you know, to the extent of where they soar, which is maybe a couple of feet at best, Patty Jenkins, Gal Gadot, and the cast and crew of Wonder Woman are soaring high. Some might argue soaring higher than any Zack Snyder directed so far DC movie, higher than, of course, Suicide Squad, and highest of DC yet. And we can tell by the box office that it's not slowing down right now, and it might very well pass every and all of the films that have been released so far. The movie is fantastic. If you haven't seen it, do. This, of course, has sparked talk all over the intranets of Patty Jenkins should be the new DC runner. Patty Jenkins should be movie runner. Patty Jenkins should direct the next Man of Steel movie. Patty Jenkins should take over going forward. We don't know what Zack Snyder's plans are. I'm hoping he will be back. I have appreciated the universe he's created, and even though Wonder Woman might be a little bit lighter in tone or brighter or more hopeful, as people have been critiquing, I think that it still owes a great debt to the universe that has already been established and still going forward. I hope Zack comes back, but if he doesn't, I'd be cool with Patty Jenkins taking a crack at Man of Steel 2, which I might add once again, we don't even know is happening. We know that DC hasn't been thrilled with the performance of the Superman films over the last 10 years, starting with Superman Returns, ending with Batman v Superman, and we do know that everyone seems to be thrilled with Wonder Woman. We also know that temporarily Zack Snyder has stepped aside and Joss Whedon is doing the reshoots again, which has sparked rumors of he's shooting the whole movie over, or that well over 90% of the movie is being reshot and rewritten, which is all obviously crazy lunacy. No movie would do that. It was pretty much completed. There were a few reshoots, a few rewrites, which happens in almost every Hollywood film, especially the blockbusters. There's some things that didn't get done or things they want to reshoot. As I've mentioned before, it's a normal part of the process and will continue. That being said, do I think that any Superman movies in the future or any DC movie need to be Patty Jenkins directed or written? No, I don't think that. I also don't think there's that large of a disparity between the two films we've seen so far and Wonder Woman. Again, Suicide Squad, very different and outside the mold, which is what they were trying to do in the first place. But all of Hollywood seems to think so. The extremely professional movie specialists who don't make movies but sit around watching them and eating popcorn all day seem to think so. And I don't want to take anything away from Wonder Woman or Patty because it was a great movie. I loved it. I plan on seeing it again. And I think it's a really special thing that Wonder Woman, the first mainstream female superhero to get her own mainstream big league blockbuster movie outside of Supergirl a long time ago, and Catwoman isn't really a superhero, is the one that made this transition for DC. DC needed a success. DC needed good critical reviews. DC needed good fan appreciation going forward, and I think we need now to look forward to Justice League, the sequels of whatever movies we get, and the movies in the future. I think we as Superman fans wished Superman Returns. I remember waiting months before it came out saying, it's going to be Titanic. It's going to be the biggest thing at the box office. Everybody loves Superman. And being hugely disappointed myself that it sort of tanked. I mean, it was a success. It made money. But it was nothing like the big hit DC and myself and everybody wanted it to be. Same thing with Man of Steel. I thought, this will be the one. This will beat all the other superhero movies. This will beat Titanic. And of course, that didn't happen. And now we have Avatar as #1. And hopefully, Wonder Woman will overtake that. And I think Avengers is right behind it, and Titanic is still up there. Hopefully Justice League and Man of Steel 2 in the future will come close as well. Here's looking up. Thanks everybody for watching, and remember, always look up in the sky. If you ever want to surprise anyone, you could just do this. And then they'll think, what?